Robot Island, Part 1. After having to endure the horror of wearing the official AK Tracky across town to Safe House 96, a tale for another time, Bleak is now ready for action in his backup mission garb with beep weather mask. No more from you, Custard! Who the is Julian Crane to whatever he's called? The point is you flogged my kit to him for a hit at WIAGB, you prick! But we can discuss later. Now we've got to hustle to meet some hard skin. So before you ask, that's why I'm wearing this mask, okay?
Don't tell me you're ready. I can tell you don't even have a pad or a pen. You're just moving your hand in circles in the air. Alright, look, make a mental note. I need to write a letter to Ashley Wood, and it needs to say, Dear Ashley Wood, I really like your toys for 3A, and I really like your comic books and your artwork. But you make it really hard for me to review it because I have a PG channel, and you're always using, like, the F word and, like, pictures I shouldn't be showing and stuff like that. Anyways, sign it, Foo. Just put FU at the bottom. Seriously. No, wait. On second thought, don't put FU at the bottom. No, you know what? Just put the FU at the bottom, because I think he'd like that. Hello, my name is Fu Manchu! And that's right. I got another 3A Adventure Cartel figure. And this time I'll be reviewing Tommy Mission's father. So prepare to be terrified! Huh, that felt good. I haven't said my old tagline in forever. Anyways, today's review will be on the 3A Adventure Cartel Tracky Bleak mission. And look at there. He put my name right there on the box. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Ashley Wood. And as you can see from his expression, Bleak Mission is not too happy to be wearing the Adventure Cartel tracksuit. And you know what? It seems like a lot of the characters don't like to wear these, but it seems to be their official outfit. Down here you'll see that he's jumping over or kicking a zombie in the face, and the zombie is saying, Nice duds. You can also see that this Ashley Wood drawing actually folds around the corner of the box, and that is awesome. Now, the other side of the box is very plain except for the Robot Island logo and the Adventure Cartel logo, and then down here you'll see that it is the 3AA. 3A Anonymous! They're telling me I have a problem! Oh man, I gotta stop buying these things, but I love them so much! Now, flipping the box around to the back, you will see a very scribbly looking drawing, and check this out, they wrote my name again! That is awesome! But upon closer inspection, it's actually two different words, and some of the letters are bent around the side of the box. Yeah, even looking at it like this, it looks like a swear word, doesn't it? Or maybe a band from the 80s, or some cough medicine even. Colfuke. Yeah, when you've got a cough, take some Colfuke. Down here you'll see a drawing of a skull with what could only be described as a unicorn horn coming out of the front of it. And if you put that word together with this picture, you'll notice that that's not a unicorn horn. Down here it says, brain stiffy. Yeah, you have to be careful when you drink ices really quick, because you might get a brain stiffy. And then down here you'll see a little blurb that says, how Bleak Mission accepted his adventure, albeit in a very vulgar way. Now, just like all the other 3A figures I've reviewed so far, Bleak Mission is a figure that I've wanted for quite some time. And just like all of the others, there seems to be an endless amount of variance on these figures. And this one is really awesome because he's wearing the cold weather mask. Now, I'm a little sad that this version of Bleak didn't include his little dog Custard, but hey, maybe I can get a Custard later on down the line. Now, I've had this figure for a few days. I got it in the mail a few days ago, and I still haven't gotten to open it. And this is just driving me crazy. I mean, this figure has my name written all over it. So I say we waste no more time, and I say we open it! Now, removing the top lid, you can actually see printed on the inside the rest of the nasty words we couldn't read. And Ashley Wood's signature right there. Very cool indeed. And then down here you've got Robot Island and Adventure Cartel. And right there you have Bleak Mission in his tracky suit. And that is awesome. And as you can see, he's got that picture on his shirt. Yeah. Anyways, down here you'll see he is completely filthy like all of the other 3A characters, and that is very cool indeed. And laying right there on his legs in the little baggie is his only accessory if you don't include his gun right there. And you know what? That is awesome. So I say we remove this and check him out. What do you say? Now, removing his plastic bubble out of there, you'll see there's actually a poster inside, and that is awesome. So let's pull it out, shall we? Now, on one side of the poster, you actually have the box art right there, looking very awesome indeed. Yeah, this is so cool. Now, this is a big poster. I think it's 24 by 17, I believe it is. And man, oh man, that is really cool. But if you flip the poster over, you will also find a one-page panel of a comic, and that is very cool, and it's Bleak complaining because his dog sold his outfit to buy some dog biscuits, I believe, and man, oh man, he does not look happy to wear that tracky suit. So man, this is going to be really hard to pick which poster I want to display, but I love both of them. So, here's Bleak Mission fresh out of the package and stood straight up. Now, first impressions. I really like this figure a lot, but this figure in the leg department seems to be a lot looser than all of my others. Now, all of the others seemed very stiff indeed. Stiff. But you know what? This one has some pretty loose legs. And this joint right here that connects his shoe to his ankle or whatever, yeah, that's pretty loose too, so it kind of flops around. But you know what? It's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but I did notice that there is a difference in the quality of the legs or whatever, because the others just seem a lot more stiffer. Now, this figure is brand new. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe some of the bodies used to be loose, because I know some of the Gangster's Kingdom used to be like that. When you'd get them in the beginning, some of their bodies were a little looser, and then, you know, as they made more later on down the line, the bodies got better quality and stiffer and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal is. But I still like this figure a lot. He looks really awesome indeed. Now, his tracksuit is very baggy. It doesn't really look it. It kind of clings to his arms and legs pretty good, but, you know, you have to adjust it to make it look good. Now, this is just fresh out of the package. Now, I'm probably going to zip up my jacket and put the belt on the outside, but there's the inner thing that's sewed by the zipper. It kind of pops out when you move it around. Like that. You see, it's not sewed on the inside, the very back part of it, so it kind of pops open really easy. So you're going to be, you know, if you leave the jacket open, you're going to be, you know, futzing with this thing a lot trying to get it just to lay straight. But it can be done if you just, you know, take the time to do it. Now, this figure looks really awesome, and upon first, you know, glance, you might think that this is another shadow version, you know, all in black and stuff like that. But nope, he actually has some fleshy colored, you know, peachy skin right there showing through under his mask and near his eye. And I love how that eye is painted. It looks so cool indeed. Down here you have the shirt in question from the box, and then down here you have his utility belt looking very cool, and his gun, which looks very awesome indeed. I can't wait to see that. He has some gloves on his hands, and that looks very cool indeed. And he's wearing some Converse sneakers, and I absolutely love that. Now, flipping the figure around to the back, you can see the straps that hold his mask on right there, looking very cool indeed. You've got his tracksuit jacket right there that would make Run DMC very jealous, albeit they would wash theirs. This one's really dirty. And then down here, if you flip up the coat, you'll actually find two more larger pouches, and that is pretty cool indeed. And then down here you have his track pants looking very cool, and I love it. Yep, this figure looks awesome. And yep, just to prove a point, just by flipping up the back of his jacket, check it out, on this side, the seam started showing again. So yeah, you're really going to have to mess with this thing. Like I said, I'm going to probably have mine zipped up halfway so you can still see the shirt, but it's going to be closed down there at the bottom, you know, to keep it all straight. But anyways, you're probably saying, hey, what did he come with? Well, he actually came with an accessory that's not just the gun. He actually came with this little baggie right here, and if you look carefully, there's a little cigarette in it, and that is awesome. Now, you're probably saying, how can he smoke a cigarette with a mask on? But if you look closely, you'll see a little hole right there. So yeah, he's wearing a mask, but he's still going to be smoking a cigarette like Clint Eastwood with from The Man with No Name, and I absolutely love it. Now, as for the gun, as you can see, it can be removed, and check it out, it's all weathered looking and looking like something Vash the Stampede would use, and that is awesome. But you know what? I say we waste no more time, and I say we look at this guy up close. What do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and there's the skull drawing right there on the front of it. And check it out, there's my name again, that is awesome. Panning up his dirtiest shirt, you'll find his neck and mask right there, and there's where the cigarette will go inside there, and that is awesome. Over here, you've got his one eye showing. Now, if you've got the Tommy Mission figure, or if you've seen it, you know his hair is parted on the right side, whereas his father's hair is parted on the left side, and that is pretty awesome indeed. Yeah, his eye just looks like it's solid black, no color whatsoever or anything, no pupil or nothing, but that's pretty cool, and you can see a little bit of his forehead showing right there through his hair. Very cool indeed. And yeah, I love this mask. Somebody described it as looking like Kane's from WWE, and I have to agree, that is awesome. Turning the figure around to the side over here, you can see his hair, and over here you can see his ear. Very cool indeed. You got the strap, and then down here you got the bottom of the mask, and I absolutely love that. And I hope the cigarette fits in there. I've heard sometimes the cigarette can be a little loose, and it's so small, if you dropped it, you'd never see it again. So if mine's loose and I want to put it in there, I'm probably going to glue mine in because it's my figure and I can do what I want with it. Down his jacket here, you've got the dirty part right here, and you got the little white stripe that goes all the way down his sleeve. Look, a little red thing. They gave me a little red present. That's pretty cool. And then down here, you've got his elasticated sleeves, very cool, and his gloves looking very awesome indeed. Yeah, that's awesome. These hands are very Gangster Kingdom-esque. They've got the square, you know, fingers and stuff, but like I say, these Adventure Cartel, these Ashley Wood figures came first, so I'm assuming the Gangster's Kingdom ones kind of copied that design, but that's okay, because you know what? Copying something is the best form of flattery, and that is very cool indeed. Down here, you've got his sleeve, again, on the right side, and his other hand, very cool indeed. Now, as you can see, this hand here is made to hold the gun, and that's very cool, because it would have sucked if he didn't have come with this hand. That would have really sucked. Now, pulling his sleeve up, you can actually see the skin of the body and stuff. His whole body is painted all dirty, so it's not like just a stock body under there. They paint that thing all dirty up, and that is awesome. So, not only do their clothes need to be washed, jeez, they need to take a bath. Over here, you've got his Batman utility belt right there, looking very cool. It almost looks like you can open those because they're held closed with Velcro. Very neat indeed. You got his buckle right there and the webbing belt. And then over here, you've got his empty holster because I already took the gun out. And that little piece right there is held on with Velcro right there. And mine wasn't connected when I got it, so I don't know how well it's going to hold. I don't even know if it can reach the Velcro piece very well. But who cares, because, you know, the gun goes in it. And I'll just say he's got a quick draw thing because it's open all the time. Down here, you've got the bottom part of his pants. And then right here, you've got his shoes, which you've seen a couple of times before because a couple of my 3A figures came with these exact same shoes. Now, flipping the figure around to the back, you've got his hair right there and the straps that go around his from his mask. Very cool indeed. Down here, you got his neck. Now, I don't see 3A written on there. Oh, wait, there it is. It was underneath the color of his jacket. Very cool indeed. Down his jacket here, you can see all the dirty spots and stuff, and little loose strings and junk. And then down here, you've got those two pouches. Now, these big old pouches are pretty big. They're a lot bigger than the ones on the front, and very, very dirty indeed. And then down his sleeves, you've got the white stripe on this side. And then down his leg, you've got the stripe all the way down to his shoes again. And that is awesome. Yeah, there's not a lot to see here because we've seen these suits before and they're just dirt covered. That is awesome. Now, as for his gun accessory, check that out. It looks so good and dirty and beat up, man. He hasn't oiled this gun in a long time. I don't know how well this thing's going to shoot. But, yeah, this looks very cool indeed. And check out the way the grip is actually sculpted there. Very cool indeed. Yeah, I love this gun. It looks so good. And I still haven't opened it, but here's the little cigarette inside of the baggie, and that is awesome. You can see they painted the tip like it's burning, and it's got ash and everything, and that is pretty cool. Ash! Ashley Wood. Look, Ashley Wood came with my figure. Very cool indeed. Now, this is probably my favorite character from the Adventure Cartel line, and you know what? I am so happy that I got him. And it really is cool that he's wearing the mask, because I love characters that wear masks, and this is a really awesome figure. So, here's Bleak Mission standing alongside his long-lost son, Tommy. Or maybe he's the long-lost one. I think he's missing. Bleak's the one that's missing. But you know what? This looks very cool indeed. You can actually see they're related by the way they part their hair. It's almost like Tomax and Zaymont. And this looks very, very cool indeed. Now, as you can see, Tommy's actually wearing like a tracksuit on the top. He's got like a hooded sweatshirt. Now, as you can see, the normal tracksuits don't have the hoods. And, yeah, and as dirty as I thought Bleak was, Tommy is a lot dirtier, and this looks very cool indeed. Now, I do wish that Tommy had his skin tone painted normal, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I have the figure, and that makes me happy. And here's Bleak Mission standing alongside the rest of my Adventure Cartel figures, and I have to say, moving all of these into position, yeah, he's officially my loosest figure because all of these other figures are super, super stiff. I don't know what the deal is with this Bleak Mission, but he's got some loose joints. But it doesn't bother me because he looks so darn good standing with the rest of the gang, and I absolutely love him. So, there's my review of the 3A Adventure Cartel Tracky Bleak Mission, and man, oh man, does he look awesome. I am very happy to have gotten this version of him. I do wish he would have came with his dog, because yeah, I feel like, you kind of have to have the dog to go with him. But you know what? Aside from having the loose joints on his legs and stuff like that, this figure is awesome. So, until I get another Adventure Cartel figure, tune in for more Full Reviews! Come on, felzbug, come on. Hey, that's pretty awesome that it actually had my name on the box, wasn't it? Man, maybe they'll make a felzbug Tracky suit next, you never know!
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Full Reviews. And I'm out!